Most parents believe they are raising their children correctly. They provide food, education, safety, and opportunities. On the outside, everything looks fine. But what many people never realize is that the small, everyday moments of parenting quietly shape a child's entire future. There was once a simple father who lived a very ordinary life. He wasn't rich, famous, or particularly successful by society's standards, but he had one belief that guided everything he did. Children do not become strong because life is easy for them. They become strong because someone taught them how to face difficulty. Every morning before school, his son would ask him questions about the world. Sometimes the questions were simple. Sometimes they were complicated. The father never rushed the answers. Instead, he would ask his son a question back. "What do you think?" At first, the child didn't like this. He wanted answers, not more questions. But slowly, something interesting began to happen. The boy started thinking more deeply. He began observing the world instead of waiting for someone else to explain it. Years later, that habit became his greatest strength. Most parents don't realize how powerful this is. When children are given every answer, they stop searching. But when they are guided instead of controlled, their minds grow stronger. The father had another rule that confused many people around him. When his son failed at something, he didn't rush to rescue him immediately. He watched first, not because he didn't care, but because he cared enough to let the struggle teach something valuable. One day, the boy tried to build a small wooden project for school. It collapsed again and again. He became frustrated and angry. Finally, he shouted, "Why won't you help me?" The father walked over, looked at the broken pieces, and calmly said something the boy would remember for the rest of his life. "Because you're closer to solving it than you think." Those words changed everything. Instead of giving up, the boy tried again, and again, and again. Eventually, he figured it out. That moment gave him something far more important than success. It gave him confidence in his ability to solve problems. Many parents unknowingly remove this opportunity from their children. They fix every problem too quickly. They protect them from discomfort, and slowly, without realizing it, they teach their children that someone else will always step in. But life rarely works that way. The quiet father understood something deeper about human growth. Children don't need perfect lives. They need guidance, support, and the space to develop their own strength. As the boy grew older, the world became more complicated. School pressures increased. Social expectations appeared. Technology began dominating everyone's attention. Many of his friends struggled with anxiety, comparison, and constant pressure to appear successful online. But the boy had something different inside him. A calm confidence, not arrogance, not ego. Just a quiet belief that he could handle whatever life placed in front of him. That belief didn't come from motivational speeches or inspirational quotes. It came from years of small lessons. His father never announced his lessons. Things like learning patience while fixing something broken, learning responsibility when no one was watching, learning honesty even when it was easier to lie. These moments looked ordinary at the time, but together they built an invisible foundation. One evening, many years later, the boy asked his father something important. "Did you always know what you were doing when you were raising me?" The father laughed. "Not even close." Then he said something that revealed the truth behind everything. "I just tried to remember what it felt like to grow up without someone guiding me." Many people assume good parenting is about control. Others think it's about unlimited freedom. But the real balance exists somewhere in between. Children need to feel supported, but they also need to face reality. They need warmth, but also boundaries. They need encouragement, but also accountability. This balance is difficult, and no parent achieves it perfectly. But the intention matters. The father was never trying to raise a perfect child. He was trying to raise a capable human being, someone who could face uncertainty, someone who could adapt when life didn't go according to plan, someone who didn't collapse under pressure. Years later, when the boy became an adult, people often asked him why he seemed calmer than others when problems appeared. His answer was always simple. "I wasn't taught how to avoid problems. I was taught how to handle them." And that is the difference many people miss. Strength is not built during comfortable moments. It is built slowly, quietly, through experiences that teach, resilience. The most powerful parenting often looks invisible from the outside. There are no dramatic speeches, no viral moments, just consistent presence, patience, guidance, and the willingness to let children grow through real experiences. In a world where many people are trying to control every outcome for their kids, the quiet strength of balanced parenting is becoming rare. But when it happens, the results last a lifetime. Because eventually, children grow up. And when they do, the lessons that mattered most were never the loud ones. They were the quiet ones that slowly shaped who they became. And often, they don't fully understand those lessons until years later.